The shocking story of Eduardo Kawak, the unbreakable bodybuilder who defied time and death. In a world where muscles reign and champions fade with age, there was one man who shattered every rule, every limit, and every expectation: Eduardo Kawak. He wasn't just a bodybuilder, he was a living legend, a relentless force of nature carved in stone. And his story is nothing short of shocking, dramatic, and downright unbelievable. The birth of a freak, unnatural genetics or obsession. Born in Lebanon in 1959, Eduardo Kawak wasn't born with a silver spoon. He was born into chaos and war. But out of the rubble of a conflict-ridden homeland rose a warrior with an obsession so fierce it bordered on madness. When most kids were dodging bullets, Kawak was dodging whackness, carving his body into a weapon. He wasn't just genetically gifted. He looked like he was sculpted by the gods. Broad shoulders, razor-sharp abs, a chest that looked like twin armor plates. And most shocking of all, he never stopped. While other bodybuilders aged, shrank, and faded, Kawak kept pushing, kept growing. People whispered about it. Was it science? Was it drugs? Was it pure obsession? No, but it was willpower made flesh. The world gasped. Who is this monster? When Eduardo stepped on the stage in the 1980s, jaws hit the floor. Competing in the NABBA and WABBA circuits, Kawak became a dominant force. A 5-time NABBA Mr. Universe champion. The man was invincible. He wasn't just a bodybuilder, he was a walking, flexing paradox. How could someone maintain such freakish mass and ridiculous symmetry? How could he beat men half his age, again and again and again? People accused him of everything: steroids, surgery, witchcraft. Some said he made a deal with the devil. Others claimed he didn't age because he was no longer human. But the truth was even more dramatic. Kawak was possessed, not by demons, but by destiny. The comeback that shocked the world fast forward to the 1990s. Most of his rivals were gone, retired, broken, forgotten. But Eduardo Kawak came back. Like a mythological beast, he returned to the stage, muscles even more massive, veins like ropes, eyes burning with the same fire. Who does that at over 40? Who competes when their own body starts to break down? Kawak did. It wasn't just competition. It was revenge against time itself. A statement to every critic, every doubter, every so-called expert who said he was done. He stormed back into IFBB pro shows, standing toe-to-toe with the best of the best, and holding his own. Let that sink in. In a sport where careers die young, Eduardo Kawak made the stage his personal battlefield for over 2 decades. The price of obsession. But greatness never comes without cost. Behind the lights, the fame, the trophies, there was pain, there were injuries, torn muscles, shattered joints, nights of agony where even sleeping hurt. But Kawak never stopped. He didn't just train. He punished himself in the gym. Blood, sweat, and steel, day in, day out. Where others took breaks, he trained harder. Where others cried, he smiled. Pain was his fuel. Sacrifice was his religion. They said he trained like a machine. They were wrong. Machines break down. Kawak was immortal, or so it seemed. The legacy. Death couldn't kill the myth. Eduardo Kawak passed away in 2021, but not even death could silence his legend. His physique is still studied. His name still whispered in gyms by hardcore lifters who know the truth. Not just about muscle, but about madness, about obsession, about what it really takes to be elite. His story isn't just about bodybuilding. It's about war. A war against aging. A war against doubt. a war against the very limits of the human body. He didn't win every title. He didn't stand on the Olympia stage. But he did something more powerful. He defied biology. Eduardo Kawak lived in a realm beyond reason, a shadow world of sweat, sacrifice, and savage discipline. While others faded, he burned brighter. In a sport built on freaks and icons, he was both. Final word, the fire never dies. So next time you're in the gym, exhausted, tempted to quit, remember Kawak. Remember the man who stared down age and death and said, "Not yet. I'm not done." His muscles may have turned to dust, but his fire, that still burns. Eduardo Kawak, the immortal freak, the forgotten king, the bodybuilder who refused to fade. Legend.
Like, share, and subscribe Fitness Motivation.